Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I have been so absent lately. I've moved back to Barcelona after finishing my exchange. I had exams, started working, so did not have much time to dedicate to this channel. But I'm back, and after finishing my almost 4 months living experience in Manchester, I can confidently say that I officially have my top 10 activities to do in the city, and I will share them all with you in case you're planning to go to Manchester anytime soon. I will start with some activities to do in group or as date ideas on the bottom of the list, which maybe you could find in other places but that are still very cool and common in Manchester, while the ones at the top of the list are more unique and you can only find them in this city. On the 10th place, Roxy Ball. This is a very big and closed space located in the center of the city where you can go with a group of friends for a pre-game before partying in clubs and get into your partying energy by playing games such as ping pong, pool table, bowling, and many other team activities while you drink. It's also very nice to go there just to have some fun and break the ice when meeting new people, such as when you're going on a date with someone before going into one of the restaurants around the center. So I would definitely recommend to go there at least once. On the 9th place, Treetop Golf. This is just in front of the Roxy Ball and is another particular and famous activity to do at least once in the city of Manchester. It is a jungle-themed mini golf activity where you play against another person and have to follow a path where you will only be able to move forward if you pass each mini golf level. There are 2 different adventures, which are the paths that you can take, and they are very original and entertaining. Also, great idea for a date, since during the game there is plenty of time to talk and laugh. And there is also a bar-restaurant themed area where you can have a super original cocktail and pizza to close experience with a bit of socializing. On the 8th place, Chaos Karts. One of the most original and unique activities to do in Manchester City is going to the live Mario Kart's action circuit. If you are or were a Mario Karts lover, this is a great activity to do in groups up to 8 people. You will be taught how to drive the special karts, which buttons to click to defend yourself from people who throw obstacles at you, and how to attack them back, as well as how to move up the positions in the ranking. You will do 7 rounds in different worlds, such as in the original game of Mario Karts, and it is from 20 to 30 minutes activity. It costs £20 per person, and if you're a student, you can ask for a 10% discount. In 7th place, Quays. Quays is a very modern area located in Salford, 30 minutes from Manchester city centre, where you see the canal that goes through the middle of the city and enjoy a nice walk. Many people go there for a run and also to see the BBC and other TV channels buildings, which are located there and are very futuristic compared to the rest of the city's architecture. This is another reason why that region is called Media City. Also, from one of the bridges, you can perfectly see Old Trafford, Manchester United football stadium. Which brings me to the 6th position in my list. Going to Old Trafford is an experience that I would recommend 100%, although you are not that much into football yourself. You get to understand the English passion for the sport and the pride of their city, which is a great part of their culture. The stadium is huge and will leave you speechless once you enter and see how many passionate English United fans fit in there. Whereas in terms of the Etihad Stadium, the Manchester City team stadium, since it's smaller, I would recommend doing the guided tour, which is only £25 and lasts approximately 2 hours. It is a beautiful and very detailed tour. Great experience to go with people who follow City's football matches, since you see every space that the football players are in during a match day. On the 5th position, Manchester Centre. In the northern quarter inside Manchester City, you will find St. Peter's Square, the Arndale Shopping Centre, King's and Princes Street, and Piccadilly Gardens, as well as the Manchester Cathedral. This is a must if you're going for a weekend and to understand the diversity of people, architecture, and cultures, as well as the most frequented and historical church in the city. My brother and I were very lucky because right when we visited, a choir was rehearsing for Sunday's Mass, and it was absolutely beautiful, as well as its space inside and the garden surrounding the cathedral. Also, in November, right in front of the big Arndale Shopping Centre and in King Street, a Christmas market is set and absolutely beautiful to walk around during its season. There is also an ice skating area to go with your friends, and the ambient of the center gets very romantic. Around King Street, where there are the most chic and expensive restaurants in Manchester, there are many Christmas stands with all sorts of foods from all around the world and all Christmas themed. So if you're going in that season of the year to visit Manchester City, you should definitely walk around the center to get into the Christmas mood. On the 4th position, Trafford Centre. This shopping center is the 3rd biggest shopping center in the United Kingdom with 188,000 meters square and is like going to Disneyland. You can spend a day or afternoon walking around the different themed areas with 200 stores and services and have lots of fun with the different offered activities and restaurants. From luxury cinema rooms to all countries' food restaurants, famous food restaurant chains, and a children's external activity fair with a big wheel, and different games to win prizes. It's a very unique shopping resembling Dubai's shopping center, and great to go for a date or to go as a family activity on a weekend. In 3rd position, the University of Manchester. Although being only a university, this is the heart and biggest pride of all monks, since it is the 8th best university in the Russell Group and in the top 50 unis in the world. It represents the diversity, cultural inclusion, and youthful spirit of the city thanks to its student community. The university offers more than 450 unique majors studied by 40,000 students enrolled in postgraduate and undergraduate programs, offering as well up to 100 clubs and extracurricular associations to keep the campus alive. So if you've got a little bit of extra time, I would definitely spend it by visiting the University of Manchester that is situated in the Oxford Road Street. In 2nd place, St. Peter's Street. This is the most joyful and 24/7 party vibe street in Manchester. There are more than 200 bar, pubs, and restaurants to go out with your friends or with a date, all themed such as the Peaky Blinders pub, Dirty Martini, Revolución de Cuba, or Albert's Claws restaurant and clubs. There are super original locations to go out for a meal with your friends, have a drink, and after, dance a bit from 10 to 4 since they turn into nightclubs. Close to Peter Street, there is the best rated rooftop in Manchester in 2023. Called 20 Stories. It's a luxury restaurant with a closed and an outdoor bar area, as well as a closed dining space. The restaurant is in the 20th floor of a skyscraper in Manchester, and that is what its name refers to. They have exquisite cocktails of approximately £13 each, and the menu is £35. Every time I went there, staff was delightful, the views were spectacular, and it's perfect to go out with a couple of friends for a special occasion, or for a more romantic and intimate date night. This is definitely the most beautiful restaurant I've ever been in, and I recommend going there 100%. Finally, the 1st position in my list, John Rylands Library. This is my top 1 most magical place in the city of Manchester. A place that inspired the creation of Hogwarts in the Harry Potter movies, and where some of the Peaky Blinders scenes were filmed. It's a public neo-Gothic library from the 1890s. This library will transport you to a different time, and maybe to some of your favorite movies. It represents an old fantasy literature space represented in many famous books. So if you are a literature lover like me, this will definitely be your priority when visiting Manchester. It's only a 10 to 15 minute visit, so it's worth dedicating some time to this outstanding building. Well, until here are my top 10 places to visit in Manchester. I hope you found this video useful in case you're planning to visit the city, and let me know if you have any doubts. All links and addresses of locations will be in the description, and hope to see you soon in my next video. Goodbye!